What's going on, Bleeding Critic? This is Greg Palco from Palco Designs, and this is my horror therapy. So there's a couple things. It took me a couple months to think about this one before he emailed me, and I don't know. I don't really get scared of too much shit. So the first thing I could think of is when I was a kid, there was a witch outside my window. She wasn't just outside my window. She was under my bed. She was in my closet. She was everywhere. She always knew where I was in the room. If I wasn't laying in my bed a correct way, I knew that she was going to come out and get me. So I always had the covers up to my chin. The closet door had to be 100% shut. My shades had to be down 100%, otherwise she could peek in and see me from an angle where I would sleep in my bed. And that probably haunted me until I was about 12 or 13 years old. On a more real, I guess, like a more realistic level, I guess the most terrifying thing that ever actually happened to me was sleep paralysis. And this main event happened maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, where somebody very close to me passed away, and I was kind of in a dark place in my life at that time. And I remember going upstairs to my room, to bed, like whatever time it was, and fell asleep no problem, and all of a sudden I wake up at some point in the night, laying on my back, and I couldn't move. I started hearing voices in the front of my room, then they started swirling around, and then it wasn't just one voice, there was like almost hundreds of voices. It felt like. It was weird. And then I felt a couple hands on me, and then it turned into more, and then those voices just kept on swirling around, and all of a sudden there was like hundreds of fingers clawing at my body, and all I could do was lay there and stare at the ceiling, and I couldn't even scream. I finally broke out of it somehow. I don't remember, but that right there was probably the most traumatizing horror experience in my life. So there you go. Thanks for the opportunity once again, and what's going on to all the Twitter people out there?